All right, Shalom, once again, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. All right, this is another installment of, post-camp pep talk. All right, just like scriptures, after camp, to edify, or, lift you up, or, and things like that. All right, but, tonight we're going to be in the first chapter of the book of Psalms, or, we're just going to, start it off, and then, just going to read a couple of verses. All right, but, it has to do with, as far as, this might help you, just help you with your, vexation, which comes with, the territory of, patiently waiting, it's like you're waiting on the Lord, or, dealing with all this, tribulation and wickedness, or, and things like that, and then, reassuring you of, your reward, or, for your faith, your diligence, your righteousness, or your works, and things of that nature. All right, so without further ado, all right, Psalms 1:1. Blessed is a man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. All right, so basically, you don't you abstain, from after repenting, or you abstain from wickedness, or you're not around the same people you used to be when you were in the world, or you're not doing the same things you were doing in the world, or whatever you were doing in the world, that was contrary to the scriptures. The people that you knew in the world that are doing things contrary to the scriptures, and even worse, encouraging you, or to go off and do those things as well, or but you're saying no, I'm not about that. I'm about this Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I'm about this truth and things like that. Or the scriptures say that you're going to receive a blessing for that. Or you're going to receive a blessing for not going off. Not being wicked. Not being manipulated by people that don't adhere to sound doctrine. Not straying off that path. There's going to be a reward for that. All right, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Or, and part of this, it's not only about, going out on the highways and byways, all right, but, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, or, to the best of your ability, rehearsing the righteous acts. This is talking about, of course, like the basics, the dietary laws, keeping the beard, or, just being, being immersed, this is also, your heritage, or, these laws, these statutes, these commandments, these prophecies, this is all, part of your heritage, or, so, everyone else is, enthusiastic about, their heritage, or, so, how much more you? Of course, you need to be, we don't require, our members to, wear fringes, all the time and things like that. But, you're not necessarily, it's the concept of, lawfulness, as opposed to expedience. Just like through prayer meditation, just discern that, for yourself and all that. All right, but, just as far as, having that, sincere spirit, that sincerely, wants Yahweh Shem Yahushai to sup with him. Or, that's what that's talking about. All right, verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. All right, and don't get it twisted. That's not talking about on this side. Or someone might try to be slick and say the Lord's not dealing with you because you guys are poor. You guys aren't making moves. In the world. Or whether it be businesses, or your basket in your store. Or but at the end, what really will matter you know, as far as you being rewarded, you know, and delivered, or you know, like being among the elect of the kingdom, or you know, that's what's going to, you know, at that point, you know, everything, all right, because everything that you're going to be doing, you know, is going to be, you know, through the Spirit, you know, since we're going to have, you know, like that perfect lob, you know, those perfect spirit, you know, perfect body, you know, and things like that, you know. So, you know, that's when we're going to, or you know, prosper. Just keep in mind, you know, we're still, it's like no matter, you know, what you have to go through, you know, the end of the thing is going to be good as opposed to bad, you know, as opposed to oh, and it says, and the scriptures say what I'm, you know, talking about right now in verse 4. All right, so Psalms 1 and 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. All right, so you know, especially, or you know, those are the wicked that get caught up, you know, in the missiles, or you know, at a certain point, you know, you know, there's not going to be of any it's not necessarily like remembrance, but of, you know, it's going to be, you know, of, you know, no significance. You know, like even, you know, even with the people that are, you know, fall out of the truth, or the people that scoff, that come up against us, or you notice, you know, just like after a while, you know, they just you know, they're just forgotten, you know, they're not, you know, mentioned anymore, you know, they don't scoff anymore, they don't put any more videos against us on their channel at a certain point. Or, you know, they just you know, kind of like even with that one Haitian priest, you know, it's kind of like you know, you guys don't see it at this angle, but just removing like a little bit of, just a little bit of, you know, dust and grime, you know, off my shit. Still a little bit, you know. Sometimes it takes a little more than one sweep, but you know, they gradually, it's like gradually, you know, they start out, you know, just like on fire and all that. Or, you know, it's kind of like you know, like a fruit or like a flower that you like pluck out. Like, you know, it's still, even though it's severed, you know, no longer, you know, alive. Or, you know, it's still, you know, for a little bit, you know, it still has a presence as if it were still on, you know, the tree. Or, you know, still part of, you know, the branch and the root and all that. Or, you know, it has that appearance for a while. All right, but then what does it do? It gradually starts, you know, rotting away, or, you know, fading away, or, you know, like roses, for one example, or, you know, they start to like contract and get smaller, and they or, you know, and then you know, like the consistency, you know, gets all hard, and then it turns to like powder. You know, once you do this to it, or, you know, that's gonna be the wicked. Or, you know, if you have that spiritual eye, you can see, like, you know, when they give their whole spiel, you know, if it's like a doctrine or something, like you can, it'll get to a point where you can discern, you know, as to whether there is any life in them or not. And it's always the thing that's always, you know, the beautiful thing is it's something that's always discerned through, you know, what they say, and then as opposed to what the scriptures say. All right, but you know, it's all these people, you know, outside of what we do, or, you know, it's going to at a certain point, it's gonna come to naught. All right, but as far as you're concerned, you know, your continuation and growth in this truth in this ministry, or, you know, that's you know, of course, you know, if you're of the elect, all right, but that's going to be the thing that's going to or lead you to deliverance and salvation. All right. All right, so let's just finish. All right, verse 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. All right, so, you know, when that word like perish, or, you know, that's just like another word, you know, meaning can go into like being, you know, put to death. All right, but you know, people usually use that word, you know, when it has to do with like fire. Or, you know, whenever you know, when you hear the news, you know, one example, you know, roughly, you know, like 5 people perished in the flame and things like that. You know, but you know, they're gonna get that right. The end judgment's gonna be that that fire. Like I was saying at camp, you know, if of course, you know, they make it that long, all right, but you know, that's gonna be that all right, you know, if you're wicked, you know, more than likely, you know, one of those like that one of the plagues that's gonna like get you more than likely is those missiles. All right, and you know that word like perish. I usually use that word usually comes up when it pertains to or you know, like death by fire. All right. All right, but you know, with that, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, so I could say, Shalom. All right, once again, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, Shalom.